Good morning, children. Now we begin with the class. So today I'm just going to tell you or teach you what is constructor. So all of you please write. So constructor is a special member function having same name of the parent class, does not have any return type, not even void. So constructor is a special member function having same name that of the parent class, does not have any return type, not even void. Implicitly invoked when the instance of the class is created. It is used for the purpose of initialization. It is used for the purpose of initialization with a legal initial value. So children, this is the definition of the constructor. And constructor is basically a function, but we can say that it is a special member function having the same name that of its parent class. And it doesn't have any return type, not even void. It is, what is the purpose of? The purpose is that it is used for the purpose of initialization with a legal initial value. And if you talk about constructor, these are of two types. So constructor is of two types. So first type of constructor is default constructor, and second is parameterized constructor. So please copy this. Actually, children, there is a third type constructor also, but that will not be asked in your examination, and that is actually the copy constructor. So children, here constructor is a special member function having same name that of its parent class. That of the parent class does not have any return type, not even void, and it is implicitly invoked when the instance of the class is created, and it is used for the purpose of initialization with a legal initial value. And these are of two types. So please copy. So children, if we talk about constructor, we need to remember few things which are very, very, very important. And here I just want to show you what is the purpose and benefit of constructor. So first of all, you can see that I have declared three variables: first number, second number, and third number. Actually, these variables have been declared just after the class declaration, so that's why these variables are known as instance variables. These are known as what? Tell me what? instance variables. So what are instance variables? First of all, I would like to show you. Children, here suppose I am just creating the very first object, and here I am writing first dot num. It is the name of that. So first obj. First obj. So it is first obj dot first is equals to 20. And now I am creating the second, which is second obj new addition second obj dot second is equals to 30. Now children, here suppose if I am making a function void display, and here in this I am just displaying the first number, which is first, and here after this if I am just using first obj dot display, now you can see that when it executes, the first number is 20 and the second number is 0. But if you call this, use a second object, that is first is 0 and second is 30. So you can see that every object is associated with unique set of instance variables. So every object is having first, every object is having second, and every object is having third. And actually these are the unique values which are associated with these objects. So if I am modifying the first object, suppose I am modifying first, if I am modifying first obj dot second is equals to 90, and after that if I am printing second obj dot display, you can see that the second object will not be affected. You can see that the second object is still 30. It is not being affected. But after that, if I am printing first obj dot display, you will see that this will get displayed. So 90, second has changed from 0 to 19. So any query, then if ask. If any query, please ask. Please ask, children. I wanted to tell you that every object is associated with unique set of instance variables. And in order to initialize these instance variables, constructors are needed. So that's why constructors are very important. In order to make a software, we need to initialize the instance variables. Now the question is how to initialize. Constructors are of two types. So first type of constructor is this, where you are not going to pass any value. So suppose the first value is 20, the second value is 50, and here one more function you are making, which is add, and here you are writing third is equals to first plus second. So first and second you have and here the sum is third. Now scanner class is needed. No, here scanner class is not needed because you don't need to pass any value. These instance variable will get initialized by default. So what we need to do is you need to just call this function add, and after that you need to just call this function display. So what is the problem with this is code is that every time the sum 70 will be displayed on the screen because the default values will be same every time. And now one question is, I want to ask when this control will reach to call this function add, and here I am printing this message, I am in the constructor. So you can see that if I am just running this program, so first of all what is happening here, I am in the cons, this message has displayed. And why? It means when this message got displayed, the control was here, and when control came here after creating the object of this class. So when the object of this class is created, immediately this part is invoked implicitly, no need to call this. This part will get executed automatically. Whenever you are creating the object of the class, and how you are creating the object of the class, it is a simple statement of Java, that is name of the class, object of the class is equals to new and name of the class. This is how you are making the name of the class. Any problem, any issue? Any problem, any issue? If any, then please ask. Beta, please. So what is the nature of execution? First of all, object of the class is created, then control will immediately reach the constructor, does this initialization and all, and after that it again comes in the main method printing that I am in the main. Here one more message I am displaying. Control is doing addition, and here one more message is going to display, and here you can see that now you can see that here, wait, I am in the constructor, and it one more thing I want to display here so that the picture will become more clear. I am in the main, print ln this. Now you can see that the execution started from the main method, and then object of the class is created here. Here only the object of the class is created, and then control moves within the constructor printing this message, and then again control comes within the main method, and then it jumps within the addition function, means again control went there and again control left that place, it came in the main method again, then again control move to the display method for displaying these values. So this is the nature how the control is being transferred from one place to another. So always remember that execution begins from the main method and it ends within the main method. Actually, main method is the entry point in any program. And if your Java program is having multiple classes, the class which contains the main method will be known as the initial class. The class which contains the main method is known as initial class. So I hope you people have understood. So not understood, then please tell. So please ask. Yes. That will become the local variable then. Then that will be the local variable, and local variables are accessible within the opening and closing brace of that block. And outside that block, these variables you cannot access. Then every object will not have that copy. If you want to make, suppose you are a student, your name is Shreyansh Yadav, I am also a student, my name is Arun Singh. So I am having one attribute name, you are also having one attribute name, and we both are in Seth Amar Jaipuriya school. It simply means that we both are the objects of the student class who studies in Seth Amar Jaipuriya school object. And we have two instance variables name associated with both of us, which is having a unique copy of values. So if suppose your father modifies your name, so I will not be affected because it's your own copy. So in order to provide the objects with the unique copies, you need to make instance variables. You cannot declare any variable within any method and you assume that it will become the instance variable. No, sorry. I hope you have understood. Aditya Srivastav, Kushagra, Kushi Mishra is here. Kushi, but any doubt, any problem, Kushi? Okay. Wow, nice question. And who is asking this? Aditya. I told you that every object will have, definitely should have instance variables. So in order to initialize instance variable, we need constructor. That is universal initialization. Okay. So constructor actually initializes at the same time when the object is created. So it is not like that during the execution of the program you can initialize any instance variable. So instance variables are always initialized beforehand, before the processing you are going to start. That's why. It is initialized only once, and constructors can be invoked only once. It is not like that you can invoke constructor anytime. No, sorry, no, not at all. You can invoke only once. The difference between constructor and function is that, please do write the difference between constructor and functions. Please write. Please write. All of you are writing or not? But please write. just draw a column and left side constructor, right side function, right. The name of the constructor has to be same with the name of the class in which it is declared. The name of the function and the name of the constructor and the name of the class has to be same in which it is declared. In the function column, please write. The name of the function need not to be same with the name of the class. Second difference. Second difference is that constructor doesn't have any return type, not even void. And function must have a return type. A function must have a return type. A function must have a return type. Constructor can be invoked only once. Constructor can be invoked only once. But a function can be invoked infinite number of times. Next point is object of the class needs to be created in order to call the constructor. In the function part, please write the object of the class need not to be created if the function is static. If the function is static. If the function is static, we need not to create the object of the class. Within the constructor, in the same point, the last point, you can write within bracket, constructors cannot be static. Constructors cannot be static. Okay, now I would like to demonstrate the default constructor, parameterized constructor example. That is, so here in parameterized constructor, in the same example, what you have to do, you have to just consider two variables a and b, and here what to do is first is equals to a, second is equals to b, and third is equals to c. Third is equals to not c but 0, and here what to do is rest of the things will be same. I hope you know how the execution progresses. So I'm just going to remove these things. It is not needed. And here what is needed, you need to have the scanner class system.in. You just declare a few variables. So first of all, you need to input two numbers, enter first number, that is a, and then enter second number, and that is b. A comma B. Okay, so now if you execute this, it will definitely ask you to input two numbers, which is 12 and 34, suppose. So every time in parameterized constructor, you need to pass the values. You can pass like this, A comma B, and here you can see that when constructor is invoked, this A and B will receive the values passed during the object creation, and further this instance variable first will get initialized and with A, and this instance variable second will get initialized by B. So this is happening here, and after that rest of the process is exactly same. So children, this is parameterized constructor example. So I am posting this question, this example in your GCR. So this is a simple question. So if you people have any doubt, then you can ask. So children, this is actually function. This is actually constructor, default parameterized constructor, and in case of default constructor you need not to pass any value, because default constructor, in this default constructor the formal parameters are missing, and then in the parameterized constructor the formal parameters are present. So this is all about constructor, and we will be discussing few examples in the next class. So if you have any query regarding the constructor, please tell. I'm posting the Google form link in your chat box so that you people can mark your attendance. Listen children, those who are not attending the classes regularly, they will be penalized. I will definitely deduct some marks, and it is your moral responsibility to be sincere and attend all the classes. So now in the first week of November you all have to submit your projects, and after that I will not be entertaining anybody. So if any problem, then please tell. So those who have any doubt, they can stay, otherwise you people can move out after filling the attendance. Thank you.